We're here in the Kalgi-Ramgi village of line of control Uri, right outside a house in the middle of this village that has extensively been shelled, as you can see in these pictures. We're the first to actually report from here because it's very difficult to actually get here. It's quite a marooned village. You need to trek for about half an hour to get to this point. But this is a house that I'm standing in front of and reporting that had 35 people inside it, including 14 children, many of them small, who had a miraculous escape because this house actually had the presence of mind and the wherewithal really to build a bunker in their basement. So 35 people actually stuffed themselves into a tiny little bunker after 2 a.m. this morning and therefore were saved. They've all fled from this village. There's hardly anyone left over here. And there are many houses, neighboring houses also that have been similarly damaged. This is in fact, Ankit and Maria, the third village that we are seeing in the Uri sector alone, that has suffered extensive damage of this kind. We're also told that shelling could start again tonight because it continued till about noon today, and that's why there's a huge amount of fear right now, a lot of anger as well, because many of the people who can't leave from this village say, where will we go? Where can we actually go? This particular house had some resources and the 35 people have gotten into 2 tempo travelers and fled towards Baramulla. But the other people in this village, they're just wondering when the next shell lands, what are they going to do? Look at this house. It's completely damaged. Nobody can live in it. It's impossible to get back here. And the family, we're told, doesn't even know what they're going to do, where to pick up the pieces and where to actually begin. So this is what's happening here at the line of control in Uri.
Me, engage you further a little bit because, where you are at this moment, and let me tell our viewers, NDTV is the only channel reporting from the worst hit areas of the Pakistani retaliation as we see. And Shiv, you've covered this. We have seen this many times. While India very specifically goes after terror targets, and if, like in 1971, it was only military targets, Pakistani army does not make those distinctions. It is our civilian areas which are facing the brunt with, medium and heavy artillery guns from the Pakistani side.
This is, you couldn't think of a more family home than this one, Ankit and Maria. Let me just show you some images that will, prove that. Children's shoes still here on this shoe rack, full of debris, everything smashed. It's a very typically Kashmiri house. Follow me in here, I'll show you something more. Look at this very, very poignant little thing lying on the ground. A little boy's, public school ID card just lying on the floor. Where this child is with his family, they've fled from here, too scared to be here at this time. A very typical Kashmiri sitting room, like a common room for guests. This is what the condition is. Completely smashed. Imagine a house that held 35 people, full of laughter, full of fun, all of them going to school, the parents working, 4 different families living jointly like a joint family. And they've had to flee from here because of what happened. The damage you see in this house happened in a flash. It was a couple of shells that landed on the house. We've been asked not to go upstairs because the entire roof is creaking and therefore it could, completely collapse. But this is what Pakistan has done. What you're saying is absolutely right. India, as part of Operation Sindoor, had targeted terrorists and terrorist infrastructure. Pakistan in return, and this is the third village, let me remind you, that I'm reporting from in just the last couple of hours, where Pakistan has directly targeted civilian settlements and civilian villages. And let me tell you, this can be no mistake because these are sophisticated weapons. Artillery and mortar are sophisticated weapons that can be guided, and they've chosen to hit these villages right here on the line of control.